Yo, so I want to talk about computer programming as that is something that has been on my mind lately a lot. And to be honest, like I've really gotten into this thing where I'm like, you really have to step out of what everybody thinks a thing is for you to truly engage with it. Okay? Like people say computer programming is whatever they say it is. It could be it's dead. AI is taking over. Or, maybe it's highly sophisticated or it's for this specific kind of persona. Computer science just is, and I think this is a really like Zen or a Buddhistic way of seeing things as like it's the practice of de stigmatizing the thing, and more than that, it's stripping it down to its core essence. And so when you just stop thinking about it as it's supposed to be as it being something that it's supposed to be, then you start seeing it for what it is. And that's really hard because we are often taught to think of a thing in terms of something else, in reference to whatever. It could be in reference to prior experience. It could be in reference to what people have said. And so we're constantly seeing things in reference to other things. And so are we truly seeing things as they are? That's the question. And so this video is coming from that place of me seeing computer science as just this highly practical endeavor. It's highly practical. If you engage with computer science, like what you start to see is that you get to learn more about your computer. Like that's all I want to do right now. Like would I love to program amazing websites and all that stuff? That'd be awesome. But like I sat down yesterday and I was like, okay, I want to write a script. Have I written a script before? No. I've been using AI for all of that. And then I was like, but what kind of script do I want to write? Do I just want to write a script just to write a script because I think that's what I should be doing? Where is this coming from? Why do I want to sit down and do something with my computer? And so I sat with it. I started, trying to figure this out. And I saw, I had the book, Automate the Boring Stuff, and I was trying to read it and see if there's something I could pull from there that I can work on. And I was like, this is all boring. Like, I don't get why I feel like I need to do this. Why do I feel like I need to read this book and finish this book? And then it just came down to, you know what? I just want to be able to navigate my folders on my computer. Okay, so then, I'm on, my system is Arch, my OS is Arch. And so I was just like, okay, well, if I do ls, dash la, what does that mean? What does that even do? What's the L stand for in terms of the A? And so then, like, I started realizing, I'm like, bro, I think the reason I wanted to sit down was so that I can just get to this realization that I'm not trying to get somewhere bigger. I'm just trying to figure out how this thing works and what I think of it. And I think at the end of the day, when it comes down to learning, that's what it really is about. It's like, the most practical advice when it comes to learning is like, figure out why you want to learn and what it means to you, what it truly means to you, outside of what everybody else thinks it means. Like for me, I've been learning skateboarding, and I have had to really constantly like re-stabilize myself into why I started. And I started because I wanted to connect with my son through skateboarding, and he has his bike, so we go to the park together. And through that, I have discovered this passion for just like this progression, knowing that every time I get on a skateboard, every single time I get on, there's always one minuscule improvement that I can see and feel and experience. And so it's been because of that I don't get caught up in all the negative beliefs of like, oh, I'm a beginner, I look silly, I look goofy, I look this feels awkward, I got hurt, I'm so what am I doing, what am I as a father doing here, risking my life, all these things. And so like when you look at computer programming, it's the same thing. It's like, I'm not trying to do this because it's the cool thing, or it's because I see myself being a programmer. I want to do this because it has such a practical thing to it. Like, as I learn more about computers, I have to learn more about programming. And because of the fact that I love to edit videos and I love social media, just creation, expression, it would only make sense to know your tool better so that you can create better stuff. And so my tool here is the computer. And the better I understand it, the better stuff I create. That's the underlying premise. So that doesn't mean that I have to take a specific course from a specific person, do it a specific way, go to school for a specific time. It just comes down to, what do I need right now? And is it getting me to where I want to be, which is just understanding my computer more in a way that benefits me in real time. Okay? So computer programming is a very practical thing. And I think that from this reflection, I'm just really thinking about doing anything can be extremely practical. Like, to me, skateboarding can seem extremely impractical. Like, why would you skateboard, bro? Like, you know, like, you could choose a bike and just play it safe. But it's extremely practical because it's something that challenges me. It's pushing me to learn something. It's pushing me to learn something while I'm with my son. And isn't it great when you and your son are learning something together and you can both experience this phenomenon of, whoa, we just did that, or look, check this out, like, you see this, like, I just learned this, I just picked this up. And I think, like, it's extremely practical because my son is seeing me learn alongside him, and that's teaching him how to learn. And I think people are so caught up in terms of how something is supposed to be that they miss out on what it actually is. So don't let that happen to you. Start learning more. All right, that's the video. Thank you for tuning in. Stay lucid. Peace.